Karibu sana kwenye Football Fans Clan. Channel ya pekee hapa Kenya ambayo inaangazia tu hisia na maoni ya shabiki wa soka kila baada ya mechi kubwa. Iwapo wewe ni mgeni basi na kuomba usisahau kusubscribe, kulike na kushare hii video. Najua hiyo story tunakupa shukrani zetu kwa kuendelea kutazama. 1-1 City Real. So City namkaribisha Real next game. So wewe kwanza ulikuwa unashabikia nani?
I'm always a Real fan, but today mate I wasn't supporting Real because in fact what I expected was City terrorizing Real compared to the recent form here Real Madrid, but it never turned out the way I thought. So today I was just neutral watching the beautiful game because it's a final before the final. Yeah.
So you call it a final before the final.
Yeah.
Game yenyewe imekuwa ni ile game ulitarajia? Imekuwa na mbwembwe zile ulitarajia ama imekuwa boring game?
Siwezi sema hii game imekuwa boring. Siwezi sema game imekuwa boring because imekuwa na mambo yake. Yeah, both teams even though City imekuwa na possession sana, but Real wamefanya ile kenye wanafanyaga in such a stage, in such a competition. They let you hold and you have the possession. Hao watakupiga on a counter attack. And that's how they win their matches in this stage and in this competition. So what I expected has just happened as far as the game was concerned. To me, it wasn't boring. Yeah, it was very exciting. Yeah, I expected it that way.
City walianza hii game wakiwa juu sana. They were attacking Real from all angles. In fact, they had over 5 shots within the first 20 minutes. Then from there, Real picked up and then they got a goal. Since the Real scored, City have been nowhere. What do you think maybe went wrong for City?
I think as per I'm not Pep, but what I think Pep thought was that if Real scores fast, you'll find it hard to score against them. Yes. They can defend the whole match. They can try to hold on their win. So he tried so much to look for a goal in the first instances so as to shock these guys. Whenever they'll go looking for goals, that's when he loved to punish them. Yeah, but it never worked for him that same. Yeah, it worked against what he thought. It worked against, because they tried, Real Madrid tried playing a little bit compact. Yeah, their midfield were playing deeper, more deeper in the defense. And it gave room to Man City coming. But there's one thing I think Pep forgot, is that Real are good in a counter-attack. Despite of, they're not that good compared to the class Man City is at, but they are good on a counter-attack. Whenever they get the ball, despite of how you had pushed them, they can break on counters. With these two boys, I can call it 3 people, because Benzema, Vinicius, and Rodrigo, yeah. They are so fast. Yeah, and Real Madrid relies on those 3 people, those 3 guys. So it worked against Pep's style of play, and the outcome has been the way it is, yeah.
Do you think maybe the formation Pep Guardiola used to play against him, that formation of 3-2, then 4-1, is more of attacking-minded side? Maybe it plays to their disadvantage.
Today it played to their disadvantage. Yeah, because it never worked. If you look at even the partnership between De Bruyne and Haaland, it never worked today. Not everything was against them. These guys worked on how to shut and to try to make sure they block the links between these 2 players. In fact, the players by whom I've tried to show for Man City is Bernardo Silva and Gundogan. They're the ones who have tried towards going to attack, and Grealish. Even though Grealish was kind of contained by this player, Carvajal. Yeah, Carvajal. So to them it was a match within a match, because everyone was trying to look on who is more stronger than the other. I can defend against you and you cannot do anything. I'm a good attacker, you cannot stop me. But as per the system and how Man City do play and what he tried to do, it never worked for him, because it pushed Stone back to the defense. And in most occasions, you always see Stone gets to the midfield to assist Rodrigo and to give room to Gundogan, De Bruyne, and Bernardo Silva to terrorize their opponents. So today it never worked towards their style. The tactical part of it never worked for them. Yeah, yeah.
So, Erling Haaland, we haven't seen him this much. Is it that he was maybe so down, or he was maybe he was contained better by that is Alaba and Rodiger? Yes.
I can say Haaland is a striker, and any day and in every match, a striker will rely on the midfield to feed him. That's when you can see the goodness of a striker. Yes. But if today you see Haaland he was not seen in most occasions, and in the situations that we always see Haaland, the goodness of Haaland, it means that their midfield today was that much contained, and the link between the midfield and him, it never worked. Real Madrid worked so hard, because if you look at the midfield, even towards the end of first half, yes, anytime they lost the ball, they were coming together. You see, and that's where Man City is so strong, in the midfield. So anytime De Bruyne tried linking a pass to Haaland, it became so harder. The same applies to Bernardo Silva. The same applies to Gundogan. It was so hard for them. So, despite of his scored, but he was so down. In fact, if I could have been Pep, I could have rested De Bruyne earlier, bring Alvarez, because Alvarez is also more of a striker than the midfielder. So, Real Madrid defense depended, they concentrated much on Haaland. So they needed someone to come and at least use that opportunity. When they concentrate on this striker, this other person can use the opportunities, that the loose balls and any other thing. Yes. But if today you see Pep even never made a substitution, things never worked for him.
Okay, who was your man of the match?
Today I'll give Gundogan. Yeah, Gundogan played the best, the way I wanted him to play. He had played. In fact, he was the link between the midfield and the attacking. Despite of their attack wasn't working, things worked against what they planned, or their style of play, or what they expected. But today he's my man of the match. Despite of he has gotten a yellow card, he has made some cheeky and foolish fouls, but at least he played. He's the person I can say who played in that Man City side than any other person in that field. So I'll give it to him. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.